Hi, I'm Lori from Lori's Country Cottage and welcome to How Tuesday. Today I'm going to use a Hexagon trim tool to make a table center like this. Notice how the borders go all the way around. None are cut off. This is done by using a partial seam. Why don't I show you how to do that? So just stay tuned. So let's get started. We're going to use the Creative Grids Hexagon trim tool. This tool will cut you accurate 2, 4, 6, and 8-inch hexagons. So long as you've got a straight edge to line one edge up on, you just trim around all sides of the tool to create your hexagon. Here I've used the outer edge, creating an 8-inch hexagon. Creative Grid rulers have a non-stick surface on them to keep the ruler from slipping when you do your cutting. Now I've got a 4.5-inch strip here that I am going to use for my outer edge. Now do you see there's a sewing line and a cutting line? You want to line the cutting line up with the edge of your fabric strip. Don't forget to cut off the dog ears. Now I have this fabric layered, so I'm cutting 2 at a time. Now I just had one strip of this fabric because I was using up scraps. I only had one strip of fabric, so I will do 3 plain and 3 striped units. Once you've trimmed off that first one, you can easily use that cut line as your guide for the next cut. Again, don't forget the dog ears. Here I've got my strip unit. You can use whatever width of stripes you have if you want it to make it so that it was all the right colors, the same colors. You could use 2 strips of all of the colors. So whatever width of strip you have, so long as it makes up 4.5 inches. Cut this the same as you cut your straight strip, or cut them all the same. Remember, you need 6 to make the hexagon borders. Again, don't forget those dog ears. Here's all my units. Now you can see that I used 1 strip of fabric and I didn't have enough to waste the triangle between each half hexie so that I could have my outer edge all the same, be it green or brown. You would need more fabric for that because you will waste the triangle in between if you don't just flip your ruler over to cut the next units. So now I'll take my first unit, and there's that little dog ear. I am going to line it up and I'm going to sew a partial seam. Now here's a close-up. You can see how nice that little dog ear trim fits right up on the edge of the center unit, showing you exactly where to place it. Now here's my partial seam. Some people will sew almost to the 1/4 inch from the other end, but I think it's easier to just trim or just sew about a half or a 1/3 of the way. Now I want to go to the right and I'm going to put my next unit on. You press towards the unit you've just placed on, and then you want to put the next one on. So here I am, line that little spot up there where we've trimmed off the dog ear on both top and bottom edges, and sew. Repeat with your plain and your stripe, and you add your half hexes all around. Now we're at the last half hex, and I want to pull back that partial seam so that I can place this right to the edge where it belongs and sew along that outer edge. Now I want to finish that final seam. So if I pull it back, I can run it right along there, line my dog ear edge up there, and I've got a perfect fit for my last piece. There, I've got it stitched, and I've pressed it out, and voila, all the way around. Think of that in some pretty colors, maybe in Christmas or any seasonal. It makes a nice 16-inch hexagon unit. Now watch next week and I'll show you how to put the 2-color binding on those odd 60-degree corners. Well, I hope my little demonstration using the Hexagon trim tool has given you some inspiration. How about if you pick something fun like these little red trucks loaded with Christmas trees and treasures and a couple of coordinating prints? Or choose something elegant like the poinsettias from Hoffman with the silver trim on them and coordinating fabrics to go with that. Remember that you need to cut 2 strips of all of the colors if you want to make it the same all the way around. So I hope this has inspired you. These make a wonderful hostess gift, and I thank you for watching. I'm Lori from Lori's Country Cottage. Bye for now.